Trump administration moves to terminate deportation protections for 348,000 Venezuelans. U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem on Monday moved to terminate deportation relief for hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans in the U.S., part of President Donald Trump's expanding immigration crackdown. The decision means about 348,000 Venezuelans with temporary protected status (TPS) will lose deportation relief and access to work permits by April, according to a related government notice, which said conditions in Venezuela no longer warrant the protections and that they were contrary to U.S. interests. Trump took office on January 20, vowing to crack down on illegal immigration and humanitarian programs. He says go beyond the intent of U.S. law. Trump's efforts to end most TPS enrollment during his first term was hindered by federal courts. TPS is available to people whose home country has experienced a natural disaster, armed conflict, and other extraordinary event. Former President Joe Biden greatly expanded the program and it now covers more than 100 million people from 17 nations. Many of those migrants, including some in the US for decades, could face immediate deportation if they lose the status. Hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans arrived in the US during Biden's presidency, many via legal humanitarian pathways, and deporting them has been challenging due to frosty US-Venezuela relations. On Saturday, Trump said Venezuela had agreed to accept all deportees but provided few details. Last week, Noem rolled back an 18-month extension of TPS for Venezuelans by her predecessor, Alejandro Mayorkas, saying the Trump administration did not want to be bound by the Biden area determination. About 300,000 additional Venezuelans have TPS protections that expire in September and were not affected by Monday's decision. DHS said in the termination notice that while some challenging conditions remain in Venezuela, there are notable improvements in several areas such as the economy, public health, and crime that allow for these nationals to be safely returned to their home country. The termination will be effective 60 days after publication in the Federal Register, the notice said.